Morning, Blue from Blue's Allotment, just down here on a Easter Monday morning, just doing a few jobs. Today I'm going to make a mini, sort of like a mini cloche type thing to stop my greens getting, the birds getting them, and also the weather. So I'll show you how to do that. I'm doing it with old bits of water pipe which I've acquired. I've cut them to 5-foot lengths, and I'm poking them in the ground to make a hoop shape house, and then I'm going to cover it with plastic after that to hold it all down. So I'll show you how I'm going to do that, and before I do it I'm going to plant the broccoli in there, because that'll be all, so I don't have to unpack it again. So this is what I'll be doing this morning. This, because previous I set my broccoli, cabbages and everything out, and then I get inundated with pigeons, so they eat them all, so you can't have any for yourself. So this is what I'm doing to protect them. So you can't do a big scale, but you can do it on a small scale. So I'm trying this out to see how it goes. You have to buy this stuff from the garden centre, the proper stuff. It costs quite a bit of money, and being an old age pensioner, I can't afford to spend too much on stuff like that. So I make my own stuff up. And that's how you put them in. I've already done 4 previous, so we've now got a total of 4, which I'll now plant the plants out. I'm now going to put 2 rods on the top to support the plastic from falling in when I get it stretched over, which you'll see when I get it on there. So I'm going to have to tape them, stop them coming off. This is the plastic I bought from a garden centre. It comes in a little square pack, but I've rolled it out ready so it's for easy installation. Put it on there. So just envelope this in now. A little bit together. Looks alright, doesn't it? So these are my parsnips now coming through. I set these first week in March, and the weather's nice, so they're just coming through now, but the weeds are coming with them. So I've just weeded them a little bit this morning. I'll just wait until they get a bit bigger so I can single them out. And these are my first early potatoes called Rocket. They just started to come through. I rinsed them up. I'm a bit worried about the frost, so what I've done, I've got the fleece out and try to get one step ahead of the game, because you never know, get a frost, you know, you can get a frost at the end of April. So I put fleece on them and leave them for a while and see what happens with the weather. So these plants I'll put out to hardened off. I'll be putting them back in the evening. I'll do that for 3 or 4 days. It's supposed to be better weather this week, and then I'll be planting them out Thursday or Friday of this week if the weather's right. Morning, back on the allotment, 12th of April today. Things are moving on. As you can see, I've got a load of stuff in this greenhouse which has been hardened off during the week, and I need to put it out to make room for new stuff. So I've made a bed ready to put these lettuces in today. Going to dib them out, and then hopefully can get some of this other stuff out during the week as it warms up. Morning. So these lettuces I'm planting have been hardened off all week, and they won't need any cover or anything. So I'm just putting them in today because they're getting a bit pot bound now. So they need to go in. So all you do is pop them in a hole, tighten it up, and then give it a bit of water, and then away you go. And there you have it. Right, and they're going to water these in, and as you can see I made a groove for them to go in. The reason for that is so the water don't run all over the land. As you'll see, it'll stay in the little groove I made. I managed to plant out all my marigolds on Wednesday. It was a really hot day, so I managed to plant all them out, and they're doing quite well. They're all took to the land, so they're all sticking up, growing, which is what you want. And I also set a bed of asters out, 3 rows, which I've got covered up with fleece just to keep them a bit warmer with this cold wind. Another job I've got to do is hand weed my 2 rows of carrots, because they're covered in little tiny weeds and I can't get a big hoe in there, so I've got to do that by hand to the 2 rows of carrots, and then what I'll do is get a big hoe and hoe down the middle, so that'll be easier. And this is a difference in the carrots, what I put under the cold frame. So pity we couldn't have it all under the cold frame, but I can't do it, so they'll come later on, the other ones. Yeah, the asparagus looks like it's coming through early. Didn't expect that. Come down here this morning, and here they are, big enough to cut. So I'm now going to cut a little bunch off for dinner. To cut these, you need to cut them just below the surface. asparagus for lunch. Right, I'm just going to do a little bit of comfrey, put in a bucket and to make some fertiliser for my greenhouse. But I'm only doing a small bit today because I haven't got a barrel ready, so I need a 50-gallon drum. But I'll just show you how to do it in a small scale. So I'm going to be cutting some leaves and then filling the bucket up with water after I put the leaves in, and then put a lid on it, leave it for 3 to 6 weeks, and that'll all be ready to put on the crop, to feed the crop later on in the summer. But after that, when I get the barrel and the lid for the barrel, I'm going to do it in a 40-gallon drum. I'll do a massive lot of it. But for now, I'm going to do just a small amount. Okay, that's it for this week. Thanks for watching, and like and follow, and I'll just give you a glimpse at how my sprouting broccoli has grown in 1 week. I put it in on Monday, we're now on Sunday, and it's grown quite well. So anyway, thanks for watching, see you next time.